What's up, sports fans, and welcome to the Sports Shack, hosted by Kerr and myself, Buddy Burnz. Right now, we're going to get into one of the hottest topics floating around in the Sports Shack, and that was Don Cherry's comments on Saturday night hockey.
Yeah, he's talking about what Grimson, Nealon, and Thompson were talking about, the fighters.
And he called them out, called them a bunch of pukes.
Turncoats, stuff like that. I mean...
What do you think about that?
Well, he's calling these guys out. These guys, honestly, who the fuck is Don Cherry to be talking? He never... What did he spend, a week in the NHL as a fighter? And he was a fighter. He spent a lot of time...
but he played a lot of in the minors, buddy. You know what I mean? And that's why he said what he said. And he's an old-time fucking...
He played in the,
guy,
he played in the minors and stuff like that. These guys also played in the minors.
Fuck, it's only been the last like 2 or 3 years that he's been. He likes Europeans, dude, and even then he's still fucking.
Does that have anything to do with him liking
Europeans? No, because he's just an old-spoken fucking hockey guy, and that's.
Okay, but you know what?
His mouth sometimes gets himself.
He should sit back and actually listen to what these guys are talking about. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't fight for 20 years. In the NHL, like these guys did. These guys were fighting when they were in junior A, when they were 15, fighting all the way. Some of these guys, like the guys speaking, like Stu Grimson said he fought 400 times.
So we're talking about four guys.
He fought 400 times. He has more fights than fucking professional fighters.
Okay, but how many fighters are there in the fucking NHL?
I don't know. How many? At least one a team.
One a team. Sometimes even two a team.
Well, yeah, depending. But on any given night, there's only normally one dress.
And only 4 or 3 guys are coming out saying...
There's lots. 3 of them just died. So they can't even speak anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, there's more than just 3.
That's why all this... There's more than just 3. That's why all this has been coming out.
I want to see what Ty Domi says.
Because of the deaths. That happened earlier on in the summer.
But it's more. It's way more. You know what I mean?
Buddy, hockey's a violent sport. Everybody knows that.
It's you know what? So is football. Football's even more violent than hockey. You don't see those guys fucking straight up bare knuckle fighting.
No, you don't.
Okay, the fact of the matter is...
But it's part of hockey.
It was a part of hockey. It was a part of fucking maintaining order. Now,
come on,
how's
Jay,
it maintaining order?
We're watching. We got a game on right now. We got a game on right now, and we seen a scrap.
Tell me.
We seen a scrap and we were all freaking out.
I'm not saying ban fighting. I'm saying ban guys. You don't need guys that their sole purpose is to fight. What happened in that was a scrum.
If you look at that as a fight. Hey, it's the team management's fault for wasting a spot on a player that could be more productive on your team.
But the problem is
that's what it is.
The problem is every team needs that guy, because guess what's going to happen? If you don't have that guy, you have a fighter who's going to be sent out to fight this guy, say one team has a fighter, one team doesn't.
Jay, that's how
you send the fighter out, who's he going to fight? He's not going to fight a fighter, he's going to fight some other guy. So now the other team needs to have a fighter.
Now in the NHL, you throw a good hit, and it's a pretty big hit, you got to expect to drop the gloves because someone's going to come at you.
That's not the point. The point is, why you have, as long as one team has a guy that all he does is fight, then every other team needs to have at least a fighter. Okay? Because you can't have like a normal guy going against a fighter.
So what, the league's gonna say you're not allowed to have
you can have
a
it, but guess what?
Your roster?
You know what? Start penalizing the teams. Start like the guy who instigates it gets it. You already have the instigator. Fucking make it even harder.
Oh, at the end of this year.
If you know what, you send out a guy, if you send out Colton Orr, and he's just going around trying to fucking fight people, don't fight him. You know what? And don't just give him a 2-minute penalty. Give him a fucking 5-minute major and eject him.
I guarantee you, buddy.
If somebody doesn't want to fight, you shouldn't fucking force the person to fight.
By the end of fucking this year, they're gonna tweak the rules and.
No, because they have hardliners in there, and they're not gonna tweak it. They have way too many hardliners. All the fucking old school guys are still in there. Who changed? You know what I mean? You think Brendan Shanahan isn't old school? That guy's old school.
Well, he's doing everything new school now with his videos and...
they always had videos.
And all the old school, and everyone's freaking out on that.
He's just clamping down. You You know what I mean? They changed the rules. They said no headshots. The guy's got to clamp down. Colin Campbell didn't have those rules, but he still sent videos saying the guy was still hardcore too, right?
Shanahan has all the GM support right behind him on
sure. You know what? They talked about it. All these guys are fucking. They're dropping like flies. But that's beside the point. The point of the fact is, should there be fighters in the NHL for the sole purpose of all they do is fight? Colton Orr plays 2 minutes a game, and a minute of that is fucking trying to fight somebody. That's bullshit. That fucking is not, that has no purpose in the game. Just to have some guy for fighting has no purpose. You want retaliation? You know what?
The fighter's gotta have some hands to fucking.
You can't have that. You can't have law of the jungle. You can't have law of the jungle. Okay, we don't have it in society. Why the fuck do we have it in sports? Okay, you can't take matters into your own hands. That's why you have police. That's why you have judges. That's why you have referees.
Like the
that's why you
on the ice.
That's why you have. They're not.
You have guys.
That's vigilante justice. That's fucking
you have guys
some guy walking around.
Cheap shots on your best player. He comes out. He straightens it all out.
If a guy's taking cheap shots, you know what? You fucking ban him. If he does it twice, you give him 10 games. If he does it 3 times, say, listen, you do it again, you'll never play in the NHL ever again.
Okay, look. Sidney Crosby, he's out because Pittsburgh doesn't have a Colton Orr.
That's fucking weak. The guy, honestly, the guy from Washington, Steckel, who's now with the Leafs, was just skating by him, and the fucking guy, and Crosby ran into him.
And someone on Pittsburgh should have grabbed him and gave him a beating.
For what? What did he do? It was absolutely accidental.
He knocked on your star, buddy.
He was skating back to the bench, and Crosby fucking stopped and turned around and got clipped as the guy went by. Steckel didn't even mean to do that.
I don't know. That's what he said.
You know what I mean?
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Watch it. If you watch the video, you don't see this guy leaning into him or anything. Nobody skates like this thinking they're going to fucking clock some guy that's running into him. You're going to fucking try to clock, you're going to lean in.
No, it wasn't accidental.
Yeah, it was, dude. Watch it. Watch him. If you actually see him lean in, then, okay, then come to me.
No, if it was accidental, he'd look back when you made contact, you know what I mean? He'd be like, whoa, what was that? You know what I mean? But he just kept going because he knew he was going to hit him.
He's 6'6". He's a fucking monster. You know what I mean?
And now he's with the Leafs.
Of course he knew what happened. The guy fucking ran into him. But guess what? He had to get off the ice.
Okay. We're going to end our show there. So follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
And check out our website, www.thesportsshack.ca.
We say it, we play it. Later.